Props to the brother Donandre Whitfield, TV actor, producer, film actor, and you know his wife Sally Richardson Whitfield. He came on his on the gram and he said he called it not United States. He talked about all the isms. He said this is what we are. He told the truth. He one of the few black entertainers that came out and told the truth. You know, he stayed on the code. He did not veer off. He didn't sugarcoat. He didn't whitewash. He didn't tell no lie. He told it like it is. If you call yourself a Christian or what you believe, you got to stay on code about stuff. You know, that's what they promoting. The isms when there was no need for it. I see Nick Fuentes out there talking about his dear friend Charlie Kirk, talking about all this other stuff. Well, you know what? If you don't say stuff and you don't promote certain types of agendas, then you should be on the path to more peace and a balance of unity. So, it trips me out how people want to have it their way both ways. What you think this is, Burger King? You think you can spew negativity and it don't play into the mentalness of the minds of some people out here? You really think that? You're not thinking from an intellectual perspective. You're thinking from, well, okay, we'll say this, but you shouldn't act like this. You shouldn't go that way. Donandre Whitfield is right. It's it's the not United States. He told the truth about how America really get down. He told the truth about all the isms that they push. And there is no balance. There is no unity. There is no purpose to make sense of it. You know, how you gonna make sense of something when you're promoting Jim Crowism? How you gonna make sense of something when you're sparking division? You should want to go to a higher moral. Idiots talking about radical left or radical right. How about radical in the center where you do something? See, when you talk all that rhetoric, you know, they always said the tongue is the mightiest of them all. You know, you got to be careful what you say because some people they'll call you out on it. They'll call you out on it. They gonna see if you really about that. And you can't be acting like shocked or surprised how it go down. But he's right though. He right. It's you shouldn't be having to deal with what your grandparents and your great grandparents, etc., had to deal with in this day and time. But you got to. Because somebody's gonna try and say something because all of a sudden, you get some people who get behind an idiotic MAGA hat or something and they get bass in their voice. Have you noticed that? All of a sudden, they went from being like they was singing like Chris Brown yesterday. They got Barry White. All of a sudden, their voice go deep. All of a sudden, they trying to come at you. Mm-hmm. And I just use that because I'm trying to think of I'll use this. Okay, let me think of a white male artist. Let's see. They come off nasally and whiny like Eminem, but then all of a sudden they come off like they Bob Seger. Mm-hmm. Or Bruce Springsteen, they got anger. You got to watch how you say things. But I concur with Donandre Whitfield. And it's over on his Instagram. He came out and spoke about it. He was right. There is no unity. And that's what people should be upset about. But you got to stop voting for these turkeys. You got to start actually take it back as the people. You got to take it back. That's the problem. You got all these distractions. We still need the Epstein files, by the way. You got all these distractions about fences and walls and ices and all kinds of displays. But who is the ones doing what they're doing? And who's promoting agendas? That's the reality. He nailed it. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And one time, peace.